The international system is not collapsing, but it is being renegotiated, openly, strategically, and without illusion. Munich 2026 may ultimately be remembered as the moment global leaders stopped debating whether the order was changing and began preparing for what replaces it. Welcome back. I'm Kingsley, and this is Trendwave News. Tonight, we step back from the headlines and focus on what the Munich Security Conference actually revealed. This year's summit did not revolve around a single crisis. It revolved around a structural shift. The official theme, Under Destruction, reflects the organizers' view that the post-1945 international order is not simply under pressure, but undergoing transformation. And that transformation was visible on stage. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio delivered a call for renewed alliance, but on clearly defined American terms. Cooperation, yes, but conditional, measured, transactional. The message signals continuity in a broader recalibration of U.S. foreign policy. Alliances must demonstrate tangible strategic return. For Europe, that message carries consequences. European leaders, including Germany's Chancellor Friedrich Merz, now face a dual-track reality: restore transatlantic confidence while accelerating defense independence, not as a rejection of NATO, but as insurance against uncertainty. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy reminded delegates that security requires sustained political will. His reference to Munich's 1938 history was symbolic, a caution against complacency in moments of fatigue. At the same summit, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi reiterated Beijing's red line over Taiwan, reinforcing that strategic competition between the United States and China remains central to global stability. But beyond the speeches, perhaps the most revealing signal was technical: reports of widespread GPS interference affecting European airspace. Hybrid disruption, below the threshold of open war, is no longer theoretical. And that may be the most important takeaway. The outcome of Munich 2026 is not a treaty. It is not a resolution. It is a recognition. 3 structural shifts are now clear. 1. The alliance model is evolving. The United States is not withdrawing from alliances, but it is redefining them. This means future cooperation will likely revolve around burden-sharing metrics, industrial capacity, and strategic alignment, rather than historical obligation alone. For Europe, this accelerates defense spending, joint procurement, and industrial consolidation. The transatlantic relationship is entering a more negotiated phase. 2. The post-Cold War assumption is over. For 3 decades, many policymakers believed globalization would reduce geopolitical rivalry. Munich 2026 signals that assumption is no longer dominant. Economic interdependence is now viewed as leverage, not insulation. That shift has implications for trade policy, supply chains, and technological sovereignty. 3. Hybrid conflict is the new baseline. The reported GPS disruptions illustrate a broader reality. Modern strategic competition increasingly targets infrastructure, digital systems, and public confidence. Air traffic, energy grids, communications networks. Security is no longer confined to borders. It extends into daily life. What to watch next? Will Europe institutionalize defense independence within NATO or outside it? Will US-EU trade tensions rise alongside security coordination? Will hybrid interference become normalized? And will China-US competition escalate rhetorically or operationally? Munich did not produce dramatic headlines. It produced clarity. The international system is not collapsing, but it is being renegotiated, openly, strategically, and without illusion. Munich 2026 may ultimately be remembered as the moment global leaders stopped debating whether the order was changing and began preparing for what replaces it. Thank you for being with us. If clarity matters to you, you're in the right place. I'm Kingsley. Stay informed, stay thoughtful, and we'll see you next time.